Lord, give us the strength to get through this episode with no tongue slip-ups.
Oh, it's going to be plenty of those.
No peanut butter mouth.
That too.
And no outside noises.
That too.
In the name of Jesus. Greetings, strangers. I'm Britt.
And I'm Dee.
And welcome to another episode of It's a Strange World After All.
It was a little extra.
A little bit. You got to give the people what they want. The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange.
On today's episode, we take a look into the supernatural case of Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro, the story of a teenage girl and her family who experienced multiple supernatural occurrences after playing with a Ouija board.
Say it again for the people named D. After playing.
Wait a minute. How did this get on me? We just started.
Because the people already know you bought a Ouija board.
I mean, the only time I used it was when we were in Tyler. You remember for my birthday?
Oh, yeah. Did I use it?
It was me.
It was us three.
You and Angelica.
You can use it. You just have to be responsible about using it.
And I use it by yourself. I don't do that.
I think your mom. Your mama did. My mom said she used to use it to ask questions.
That's what it's for. That's what it's intended for. But how did it get to that?
I don't know.
I mean,
we're going to find out. Then you got your Chucky sitting her.
Hey.
with his silk press. Did you take a picture of it?
Yes.
And post it, y'all?
I posted it to the story. I'll post it on the main page.
Oh, like in the feed?
Yeah.
Y'all, that's a silk press. You can't even be scared of him because the silk press is cute.
Did you say it was cute?
Yes. If this story sounds familiar, that is probably because you may have seen the movie Veronica. Veronica, directed by Paco Plaza and produced by Netflix. This is the story that inspired the film. We tried to watch it last night. I was like, you know what? Let's watch the movie.
We've seen it before, but it was a long time ago. So we tried to watch it again and
and be scared for the podcast. But we had to go to bed. God. We had to go to bed. I dozed off once.
Yeah, twice.
But let's get into another episode of Demons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, second demon episode.
We on a roll.
This one's not lighthearted at all.
Oh, it's not?
No. Just a disclaimer. We probably should have given this disclaimer. There are a lot of names in Espanol.
Yes.
So we might butcher them because no habla español.
Okay.
All right. Me no speak no Americano. Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro was born in Madrid, Spain, and lived with her family in an apartment in Vallecas. Estefania's parents, Maximo and Concepcion, I just feel like I'm going to be like Concepcion Gutierrez, said that she had been showing interest in the occult.
One school day in 1991, Estefania and two of her friends decided to have a seance and use a Ouija board to try and contact one of the girl's boyfriends who had just passed away in a motorcycle accident.
You at school, in the schoolyard. Wait, no, you get a note from your friend and she's like, hey, let's
Oh yeah, that's what happened in the movie.
Conjure up some demons.
And they're in Catholic school, right?
They're in Catholic school.
Man.
You would think that they would take that
Seriously.
Serious, yeah.
I mean, they are teenagers.
They have no skills to make decisions. The Ouija board was created in Baltimore, Maryland in 1890 by Elijah Bond. It is essentially a spirit board, so people can use it to contact lost relatives. The board is flat and marked with the letters of the alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, the words yes and no, and occasionally hello and goodbye. The board comes with a planchette, a small heart-shaped, I just looked at her to make sure I got it right. She's my checker. She keep me in check.
I do the best I can.
A small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic. The planchette is a movable piece that the spirit can use to spell out different words in a seance.
During the seance, which the girls performed at their Catholic school, the girls were interrupted by a nun who broke the Ouija board in half.
She walked in.
Never do that.
Wait. The nun was like, what? What are you guys
It's blasphemy.
Dios mío.
This is one of the biggest mistakes you can make using a Ouija board. How are you supposed to get rid of it? Are you just supposed to bury it?
Oh, the Ouija board?
Yeah, because you can't throw it away. You can't break it in half.
Can you burn it?
No.
You don't get rid of it, you just keep it.
So I'm stuck with mine.
Yeah. Pass it down from generation to generation.
I give it to you. Estefania's friends said that they saw smoke emanating from the Ouija board and going inside of her mouth. Was that a demon? Possibly.
I don't even know.
I'm just going to say it was a demon.
Smoke coming from a Ouija board into one's mouth seems a little demonic.
Yes, it does.
There are some rules that you should always follow if you choose to use a Ouija board. One being that you should never use it when you're alone, or using sage around the room when you're done. So like you should sage when you're done.
Oh, I was about to say, oh my God, I'm in trouble.
No, sorry, I probably.
Oh, okay.
No, you should sage to get that. If there's any negative energy or negative spiritual, get it out. One of the main rules is to always tell the spirit or spirits goodbye before ending. You can do this by moving the planchette over the word goodbye on the board. In this case, Estefania's case, the girls were not able to do that because the nun
she broke it in half.
Broke it.
Stupid. She should know better.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, because, well...
Or maybe they just knew that it was something evil, or... Yeah, like that the board itself was evil, but didn't know the rules.
Okay.
She was just like, what are y'all doing? Break it in half.
Was this the blind nun in the movie where how she know where to get it
from? No, it wasn't the
blind. Okay. Those close to Estefania say that after the Ouija board incident, she drastically changed in a short period of time. She suffered from insomnia, and whenever she did sleep, she was plagued by nightmares. She also saw shadow figures in her room.
So she wakes up in the middle of the night and sees someone with no face wearing a cloak and asking her to go with them.
Oh.
Yeah, she even told her family that she saw these shadow figures following her around the house, like while she was awake.
Oh, because I was about to say maybe it was sleep paralysis, but if she's seeing them everywhere during the day, then it's a demon.
Yeah, something.
I mean,
else.
Maybe not a demon.
Demons.
Oh yeah, but
it's a different kind of demon. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street demon going from dreams to...
Oh, no. Can you imagine I can't.
You about to say not being able to sleep?
Yeah, but...
You don't sleep?
I don't.
Oh, no, I can't imagine not being... I'm on the verge of tears when I can't sleep.
Me too. That's the only time I really cry, is when I can't sleep.
I'm sorry. I just got real deep. Moments with D. Sentimental moments with D.
No. No. She fell into frequent trances lasting between 15 to 20 minutes. According to her mom, Concepcion Gutierrez.
Concepcion. Then you have to put your hand in the air. Conception.
I was concentrating too hard. I thought I was going to mess it up. According to her mom, when she finally came to, she recalled standing in a long corridor filled with fog. This is where we need our soundboard or whatever you call it.
I feel like I did a good job. Did you actually hear it?
No. Do it again.
Watch, when you go back and listen to it, you're going to be like, that was a good...
Fog doesn't even have a sound.
I just imagined like the wind, they're pushing it around. Or like, you know, like the whistling of the wind, like she's standing in the hall and then she hears like the... like the whistling in the wind.
Okay.
You're not envisioning it like I'm envisioning it. You're not a dreamer. Estefania's sister, Marianella, shared a room with her and claims she woke up one night to see Estefania levitating slightly above her bed. Why they always got to be levitating?
I was about to say.
Again, with the levitation.
I don't know how I would handle that because I'm still thinking about the other one.
I was like, you still haven't come to terms with how you would respond. What if you yourself woke up and you were levitating? Conceptual thoughts. Philosophy.
Philosophize. That is a good question because what would you do?
No doubt. I just shot the remix of the bit.
I would panic.
Probably.
Yeah, because that's how I react to everything.
Sheer panic. I don't know what to eat.
It's my life.
Estefania began to experience seizures and rapid mood changes. She became irritable and aggressive, often growling and barking at her younger brother. Estefania even started to physically attack her siblings. Her parents took her to see several doctors and different specialists. They ran multiple tests and scans, but none of them could find anything wrong with her. When anyone would ask Estefania what was wrong with her, she would say that she was sure it was because of the Ouija board.
That's pretty safe to say.
What else?
What else could it be?
If you weren't having these problems before.
Yeah.
You played yourself playing with the Ouija board.
Yeah.
At a Catholic school, we already said that the Catholicism might be closer to the...
I think they are. They have to be.
This is like a good example.
Oh, yeah, because...
all she did was play with the Ouija board. She was just trying to contact her.
Technically, it wasn't her fault. It was the nun's fault for breaking it.
Oh, that's true.
And then why would you break it?
Why would you break somebody else's property? You just take it. Like cell phones, teachers aren't like, give me a cell phone.
That's true. I keep confused. I'm like, but the nun was blind, but that's the movie.
Not the same nun.
I only remember the one nun.
The blind
nun from the movie.
Allegedly blind.
Almost 6 months after the seance, Estefania was taken to the hospital after suffering a severe seizure and falling into a coma. She died before health professionals could determine the cause of her illness. Medical examiners couldn't find an explanation for her death. It is reported that in her medical records, they simply wrote that her death was sudden and suspicious.
I didn't even know that you could write that as like an official cause of death.
I didn't either.
I'm stumped.
Just put undetermined.
I thought you were about to say, just go ahead and put, I don't know, sudden and suspicious. Wasn't it sudden and suspicious?
What accent is that?
I wasn't trying to do a Spain accent. That was just what I imagined somebody that worked in, what do you call those? Coroners? No, not coroner. Yeah, coroners.
Yeah.
They talk like that.
I said that country too.
Coroners. The coroner was walking down the corridor.
People just have to accept that we're from Texas, that I'm from Texas, because my accent is thicker than yours.
You say so. Because I use like my white voice.
Yeah.
No, this is actually just my
Brittany
voice.
up here code switching.
I grew up in the suburbs. Code switching for me is actually to talk like more hood or Pleasant Grove-ish. That's a code switch.
Wait a minute.
Old clip. That's my hood. That's code switching. Unfortunately, the paranormal activity didn't stop even after Estefania's death. The family experienced unexplained whispering. It's for effect. Let me do this.
Okay. Go.
Shadow figures and slamming doors. You said you wanted a sound machine.
That is not.
I bet it's going to sound good when we listen back to it.
Okay, if you say so.
The mom would hear a screaming voice of Estefania calling her from different rooms in the house. Concepcion! But I think it would be, Mom, you done died and got real disrespectful. Calling me by my first name. They would hear the laughter of an old man in the walls.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Too much. My bad. I snort a little bit.
You don't gotta apologize. You was a Black woman in America. You don't have to apologize. Glasses would break with no explanation.
What was that?
That's the sound of the glasses break. I don't know how to do glasses.
Oh my God. We should do just a bunch of recordings of you doing sound effects.
And put them back in there. I'm up for the job. Glasses would break with no explanation. Objects moving. Doors opening and closing. All on their own. They witnessed... I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at this. Let me get it. I just know the people are going to be outraged.
The white people are going to be
outraged. Okay, hold on to your wigs, guys. Clutch your pearls. They even witnessed the family dog being thrown across the room.
He was probably just chilling. That was not a dog.
Yes, it was. That's how blue sounds. Blue's good. That dog didn't ask for any of this. Can you? Oh, you know what that makes me think of? Anchorman 2, when he kicks the dogs off the bridge and he's like,
that was the first one.
No, it was the second one. Yes. That did not happen in the first one.
Because he was like, he punted my dog.
He punted my dog. Remember, he was on the phone. Yeah. I don't think that's the first one.
I think that's the first one.
We're going to look it up.
Fact checks.
Pause. It was the first one. Let's continue. I can admit when I'm wrong.
There was a constant banging on the walls. That was a good one.
They was all good.
That's debatable. Appliances would power on and off on their own. What?
Wait. I was trying to make it sound like a light switch. I don't know how to do that.
I can't.
I'll stop.
That was ridiculous. It is reported that one night, the mom felt someone touching her hands and feet while she was sleeping. Was she sleeping with her hands and feet off the side of the bed?
About to say, or did she have her feet from under the covers? Because that's why I don't do that, because I'm scared somebody's going to touch my feet while I sleep. That's scary.
She probably was.
She's just laying out there in the open for the demons to get.
On another night, the younger daughters woke in a panic with their wrists being slammed violently against the wall. Why would they just be slamming their wrists against the wall instead of like...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think it's their
a little
whole
weird.
Body. I think it's like, imagine someone maybe levitating off the bed onto the wall or being thrown onto the wall by their wrists. The article just didn't read like that, but that's what I picture.
Yeah. And then like where the articles are probably translating from, because they I don't want to quote like the movie, but they were saying that all of their information came from their testimonies and police reports. So maybe the articles were like trying to translate it and it translated weird.
Oh, you're saying because the articles in the police report
are in Spanish.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roughly 2 years after Estefania's death, her photo was hanging in the living room when it caught fire. Spontaneous combustion. The only portion of the photo that was burned was Estefania's face. The frame nor
face.
any...
I'm sorry the way...
Cause her face. It was just her face.
Maybe we are the same level of country.
I ain't never claimed not to be. I ain't never claimed not to be country. Born and raised in Texas. I've been country all my life.
Oh, also, should that be the picture that we post on Instagram?
I was thinking that.
with her face burned.
Yeah,
okay.
That way people know.
Yeah.
This isn't a game. This is real.
Real.
Yeah. The frame nor any objects near the photo showed any signs of damage.
Very.
Very suspicious. And I don't know how I would feel.
About what?
If it was my picture.
You would be, not to be disrespectful, but you would be dead, so.
Oh, yeah, she is dead. She died.
Yeah.
But what if you was alive?
Then I would feel some type of way. Because why me?
These disrespectful ass demons. It is reported that her parents would seek out help from paranormal investigators and professionals. They had a number of people to come to the apartment, but none of them were able to help.
That's sad.
That's when, if you can afford it, you pack it up.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what you were going to say.
What you thought I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say, but this free, right? Like if you get an exorcism, like on the house.
Oh.
Is that free or do you have to?
No, the church.
So if I was to get possessed, how much would it cost to have an exorcism?
Somebody put it in the comments. What's the going rate for exorcisms these days? I thought the church looked into the family and did it for free. They don't do it for free?
I don't know. Maybe. I was just asking because that's a good question. But I thought they were free.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God.
You said how much? Do I want to get exercise for how much? $1,200? I keep the demon.
I would start a GoFundMe.
For these demons. I need exorcism.
In November of 1992, the Gutierrez family eventually reported the events to the police. The mom called the police operator at around 2 a.m., screaming for them to come quick because someone was in the house. I wonder, it would be in Spanish though, if we could find a 911 call.
Yeah, that would be cool.
If it's public.
I can try to find it, but yeah, again, it would be in Spanish.
Yeah. But I mean, I just want to hear like the tone of her voice.
You want to hear the terror in her voice.
To see if it matched the movie.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's what isn't that how it started, the movie?
Yeah, with the call and then they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie is...
I thought it was... Well, first of all, the movie is not in English, so you do have to read subtitles. Something I didn't realize the first time I watched it.
She explained the supernatural activity that they'd been experiencing in the home. The operator was reluctant at first, thinking that this could either be a prank or someone who was emotionally unstable. If they're unstable, you should take it serious anyway.
I thought that too. You should still send someone out to do like a wellness check.
Yeah, some 911 operators are trash.
They seem almost desensitized because they've been doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of like the ones that have attitudes.
Yeah, I feel like they are like that. Think about like post office tellers like that have been there forever. And you can just tell they hate
don't
their
want
job.
to be there.
Yeah, like I deal with this all day, every day.
I feel like if you don't like your job, don't be a 911 operator.
No, you shouldn't, especially if you're the first point of contact when somebody is going through it.
Yeah, it's different from working at Walmart.
Yeah,
because people's lives are at risk.
Yeah.
So
They just need to get better at de-escalation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
Same as like police. Like you should, if you're trying to get the facts, you should calmly have them calm down.
Yes.
And not be a bitch.
I was about to say, if you're scared easily, don't become a police officer.
I could never.
And start killing Black people for no reason.
Oh, man.
That's a whole nother.
I was just saying, yesterday was the anniversary of Breonna Taylor. Death, so you felt that in your spirit.
I did.
It got political.
It's going to do that from time to time.
They classy, and they political, and they funny. She's a keeper.
However, they sent someone to the Gutierrez home.
Wait, and in an article that I read, but I didn't know how legitimate it was. They were saying that Concepcion called and was screaming, like, he's going to get us or he's going to get me. Yeah. And the operator didn't believe her. So they asked to put someone else on the phone. She put her husband, Maximo, on the phone. And he's like, no, listen, let me tell you, like, what's been happening. Yeah. They don't believe him. So they have to put a child on the phone. And finally the child's like, no, they're telling the truth. We've been... Like,
they could have already sent somebody out by that time.
I just didn't know how legitimate it was. And then I didn't know if they had showed it something like that in the movie, but I don't think they did. So
I don't think so.
Could have possibly been.
Again, we didn't finish it. We finished it the first time we watched it, but that was a couple years ago. But Brittany fell asleep while we were trying to watch it last night.
A team consisting of 5 police officers and a detective, Jose Pedro Negri, show up to their apartment. When they arrive, they find the parents and children sitting outside of the house in the cold rain, too terrified to go back inside. So they sat in the cold rain.
Because they didn't want to go?
Nope. The policemen were still skeptical after hearing Maximo's, the dad's, stories about what was happening inside the apartment. But they agreed to take a look inside. So they see this family sitting outside.
In the rain.
In the
cold rain.
In the cold rain. And they're still like, man. Useless.
The mom tells them that the activity is more prevalent in the dark, so they turn all of the lights off.
Sorry, it's not funny. I got nervous.
I'm not about to,
do that at all.
I'm going to keep these lights on.
But with a room full of people, it's not.
I don't care.
I'd be afraid. I would only be afraid that somebody would try to scare me. I don't like for people to scare me when it's not my choice. I enjoy being scared at movies that I watch, going to haunted houses, but I don't like for people to scare me when I don't know that they're about to scare me.
Yeah, same.
It's frustrating. It's as frustrating as being tickled. I will fight somebody if you try to tickle me.
There's a documentary about, I think it's called Tickle. It's just them tickling people.
Why? What kind of weird fetish? That's weird.
I haven't seen it, though. I'm going to look it up and watch it.
Good luck.
We should watch it together.
Think about it.
They began to hear a loud banging throughout the apartment, and and they immediately turned the lights back on. Everyone was still standing in the same location, so they knew the banging couldn't be any of the people inside the apartment. I just picture when the lights are off, somebody going and banging on the wall and then running back to where they were.
Who did it? One of the kids? I'm going to show them. Or one of the cops is like, this is stupid. I'm about to... What is that? I got my cross. I would never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. They go to investigate the master bedroom, thinking the root of the sound may have come from there. There was a strange brown slime that had formed on a bedside table. Remember the Ammons case?
Yes.
And they described that ectoplasm, that slime.
That was on the blind.
Mm-hmm.
That's demonic.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Connections. We're making connections, people. They heard a loud bang that sounded like a large boulder being dropped and screaming coming from the balcony. But when they went to check out the sound, there was nothing there. No, nada, nothing, no más.
Oh my God, you are ridiculous.
No muertos.
What?
Or no, it would only be muertos in la casa. Isn't it like dead in the house? Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're dead. Yeah.
The door of a wardrobe opened violently with no assistance from anyone. That's like a dresser.
Yeah, like think Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, like the big
I don't know what that is.
Like the big, yeah, don't you call it an armoire?
Armoire?
Yeah, the big
Okay.
brown thing with the two doors.
Okay, so that's what the old people call it.
A wardrobe, yeah.
Or
Old people.
chiffero. Is
A
that what
chiffero.
it is?
I thought a chiffero was like a
I don't know.
standing dresser.
I just remember Family Guy when she was like, put the keys on
In
the
a
chiffero. Or Davenport.
I've heard Davenport before.
Is that like a wardrobe? We need somebody old.
I was about to say, call your mom. Call your mama. No, I don't know any of those.
She called something a chiffero one time, and I was like,
what's a chiffero?
What is that?
Spell chiffero.
$100 to whoever can. No, never mind. To whoever can spell.
I got some movie tickets. We can give some movie tickets to the people who can spell chiffero.
The wardrobe doors, which were locked just prior to them swinging open, nearly missed a police officer's head. I'm just trying to picture it in my mind.
You need the sound effects?
No. Because I'm still trying to picture what a wardrobe is. But the doors would come out, so it would hit him.
Yeah, in the face.
Oh.
But his little officer friend, I guess, was standing off to the side. So it couldn't have been him. That's what they're implying. And he sees the door opening violently and is like, hey, man. And the guy's like, he dodged it.
Okay, that's where this sentence says. But
Oh, no, go ahead. Say it in a professional way.
The other officer was far enough away from the wardrobe that he could see what was happening and warned his partner just in time.
See, there you go. That way, if I explained it and nobody got it, they got it by the time you explained.
Okay. I still don't. I mean, I get it, but...
Have you ever played Sims?
No.
Dang. Because that's how I knew what it was, because you can buy one in the Sims. That's like the ultimate with like the most clothes. Oh. And the door is just like... You've never seen Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe?
No, I don't watch.
Shame.
But I'm thinking of a wardrobe as the Beauty and the Beast, the piece of...
Yes,
is that what
right.
It is? Okay.
It's the big house. Look like a house on top.
Okay. I get it now.
Good job. So now you picture it?
Yes.
You need to...
No.
Okay. Imagination. After this, a couple of the police officers decide that the activity was too much for them, and they decide to wait outside.
How? This is what they called you for.
You had one job. Protect and serve me from these demons. They were like, we need a minute.
It's not in my job description.
It's above my pay grade. Other officers had to leave because they felt sick while they were inside the house. I have felt this before, so I'll just share a little bit about it. In college, I experienced what I believe to be and others believe to be a demonic possession.
Oh.
And like after everyone had cleared the apartment, my friend and I at the time, I remember walking like up the stairs and standing at the door. But I remember walking in and like the air was so thick. Like you couldn't even breathe. Like I remember looking at her. She held my hand the entire time.
That is intense.
It was so intense. There were grown men there. This one guy called his mom to come bless the house.
I don't know how I would handle any of that.
I called my grandma. My grandma was the first person I called because she's like really religious. So I was like, I need you to pray for me, over me, pray for my friends. This is real. That day for me was a moment where I was like, no, this is not a game.
Yeah, I want to, because I love paranormal, but I don't want to come into contact. But then that's a risk because I want to do ghost hunting.
That's
I want to
true.
do stuff like that, but that's a risk. And I don't know if I could handle that.
No. See, I don't mind ghosts. I don't feel like I would be scared if I came across a ghost. Well, if they're not malevolent.
Yeah.
But demons, I don't play with demons at all.
It can cross because a demon can be posing as a ghost.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
You would think, oh, it's just a ghost. I don't have anything to worry about. But that's my only concern.
Fear. I think you just have to use like discernment. I think like, especially once you get into it, as long as you're like practicing religion, practicing your spirituality, using your crystals, whatever, like
Sage,
having good energy and good intentions, I think then you should be fine.
Okay.
We can go get tattoos like Sam and Dean from Supernatural. The little demon trap or stay out.
We should. That would be my first tattoo. I'm scared to get a tattoo. One more thing. We should form a ghost hunting. We should get a ghost hunting crew.
Oh, yeah. This is a recruiting message. We want to start doing local ghost hunts. So we need people that are in the Dallas area. Women.
Preferably of color.
Yeah, preferably women of color. All minorities welcome.
Yes. Because we got to get Angelica.
And she not scared of nothing. So except for flies.
But no, I really want to ghost hunt. And there are not a lot of people of color. Only people I can think of are the Ghost Brothers. I love them.
Play too much. They play too much. Though.
They do.
We need some female voices too.
I love them though. Check them out. 3 black dudes in Atlanta, ghost hunting.
How can they check them out?
On the Travel Channel, I believe, and Discovery Plus, the app. But you have to pay for that though. I mean, you have to pay for it's cable.
Almost everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, watch them. They're pretty good. And every time they say, bro, you can take a shot.
Oh, yeah, we did a drinking game. That drinking game, we was lit.
Let's get back into this demon.
10-minute side conversation.
Jose, the detective, said that when he and an officer first entered the home, they noticed a large crucifix that had clearly been ripped off the wall. There was a Jesus figurine that should have been attached to the crucifix, but instead had been ripped off as well. There was a poster under where the cross had been that had 3 or 4 deep scratches in them. It was as if something had clawed through the poster and the wall.
Terrifying.
I'm speechless. I don't know.
How big were the claw marks? What if it was from the dog? When the dog got thrown across the room, it was like, and clawed the wall.
Not fun.
It is funny. I don't care. I just keep picturing a dog on a loop flying across the room. No dogs were harmed during the making of Veronica, or the dog, the family dog's still alive. I'm going to go on a limb.
Hopefully.
Wait, this was the 90s, wasn't it? Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. What's a good
Roscoe.
dog?
Jose. Because I was about to say Jose.
I feel like people are like...
Jose. Jose and the officers inspected the bathroom. Jose and the officer inspected the bathroom, which, according to the family, was where most of the activity in the house occurred. They felt an immediate drop in temperature, and they each heard voices echoing within the bathroom walls. As explained in the first episode about the Ammons haunting, ghosts require a great amount of energy. When they are present, they pull the energy from the environment. When this happens, it causes temperatures to change drastically or create what is known as cold spots or hot spots.
Yes. It makes me think of Supernatural when a ghost is around and they could see their breath.
Yeah.
I wish it was like that for real.
Where you could actually know there's a ghost in the vicinity. I thought you were going to say Scary Movie. Like Scary Movie 2. Because didn't they do that in Scary Movie 2? That's what I pictured, which shows our maturity levels. But yes, it'd be really cool if you could see like smoke and stuff when ghostesses were needed.
Jose filed an official police report explaining what they experienced in the Gutierrez home. This police report marks the first and only time law enforcement has written about paranormal occurrences in an official report. It is known as occult object among occultists.
So, and occultists are like, is a category of supernatural beliefs and practices which generally fall outside of religion and science, encompassing such phenomena involving otherworldly agency, mysticism, spirituality, and magic is what occult means. So I guess just the supernatural.
Okay, we'll go with that.
So the police report has become like a phenomena among those people. The Gutierrez family decided that it was time for them to move. Thankfully, the entities that were haunting the family didn't follow them. The family that moved into the apartment after them never reported any paranormal activity.
That's common.
Really?
If you think of all the ghost stories about people moving, it always says the family that moved in after them didn't experience anything.
But I know sometimes, like, you know, that the spirits follow that person. Yeah. I wonder why they didn't follow that person.
That's a good question.
Or was it like Estefania was maybe urging them to get out?
I didn't think about it that way.
Like, hey.
Leave, get out.
I don't know. Because, that's weird that it didn't
follow them because it seems connected to them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it was still happening after Estefania passed.
Yeah. I was thinking like how on Supernatural, I watch too much Supernatural, how the ghost is always attached to something personal.
Yeah.
So maybe all of her stuff, something that she connected with was still there. And maybe they didn't take it with them.
Maybe they did something with it or
Yeah.
Hopefully destroyed it or threw it away. Like, hopefully it wasn't like donated and now there's like another demon account, but nobody knows.
Oh.
Like that other connection that you said. What was the connection?
With the Ammons. Mm-hmm. There's a house in, I want to say Mineral Wells, Texas, where the activity started as soon as the Ammons house was demolished. And they're saying they're connected by a portal to hell. So.
Not unless it's something like that. With somebody else. What if it was Annabelle? No, that's too. Not even the same place, not even the same time.
Estefania's mother was later subjected to a psychological exam. They found signs of emotional instability, anxiety, and a need for attention. What?
That's what the article said. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a narcissism or like a borderline personality thing.
Oh.
Or like a Munchausen's, how do you say it? Munchausen's. I claim to have a psychology. To be in psychology, I don't know nothing. Munchausen's.
This suggested that she may have embellished on the severity of the supernatural events that occurred inside their home.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
But everybody else experienced, like Maximo and the kids
and the police.
And the police.
And the officers.
And the police and the officers all experienced this.
So something is going on. But
yeah. You know, people, the bunkers always want to debunk.
Yeah. Because I was going to say unless they're all in on it, but...
Why?
They don't even know each other.
No.
I don't know if I believe that. But the accounts documented in the police report by official law enforcers are their own accounts and should be considered when questioning the legitimacy of this haunting.
Boom. That's, what's that? Facts? Those were their own
accounts.
And it's in an official
police
report. So
there you have it.
Makes it real. That is all, folks.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast and on Twitter at Pod Strange World.
Yes, and we would love for you to get in on the conversation about the case or other cases we've done. Let us know what you think. If there's a case or story you would like for us to cover, just let us know. Also, if you want us to take a deeper dive into the origin of ouija, Ouija boards, and like the different stories or theories surrounding that, let us know because there are tons.
Yes.
We have been sassy but classy. Sassy, classy, spooky. I don't know. Strange but classy host, Britt
and Dee. And this has been another episode of It's a Strange World After All.
And as always, thank you for keeping it strange with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Until next time.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, 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 bye. You remember Toy Story? And the little doll was like, bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Yes.
We should get a clip of that and play it.